Good evening, I'm Heather Armstrong.
And I'm Dustin Lukey. The Wisconsin DNR Policy Board is expected to vote this month on permanent rules for the firefighting foam that contains PFAS chemicals. Now, Governor Tony Evers signed a bill in 2020 that prohibits use of the foam containing per and polyfluoroalkyl substances, except in emergency situations and for testing. And that can only be done if it can be disposed or stored without seeping into the environment.
Now, the DNR will vote on implementing the law, which the agency estimates could cost facilities anywhere from $600,000 to $4 million each year, but notes that that sum could shrink over time as the foam is replaced. The vote is expected on January 26th.
And while this vote addresses one area of concern for PFAS contamination, long-term solutions to remediate the damage caused by these so-called forever chemicals still appears to be a long way off.
News 19's Sam Dunham brings us up to speed on what we can expect when it comes to government action this week.
It's not a single step. There's a lot to be done.
You know, I haven't even dived into how we're going to address the PFAS issue on French Island yet. That's still out there.
2021 was an unexpected year for Town of Campbell residents after learning PFAS, the cancer-causing contaminant, was discovered in pockets across French Island.
It was really stunning, striking, disheartening that the contamination is as widespread as it is.
According to the City of La Crosse's website, it is believed federally mandated firefighting foam is the root cause of the contamination. Through use of this foam at the La Crosse Regional Airport, the contaminant seeped into the town of Campbell's water supply. Short-term solutions included La Crosse making 3 city wells offline and supplying bottled water for residents advised not to drink from their faucets.
A big part of last year was really trying to figure out what our financial resources may be available to us.
Near the end of 2021, state and federal lawmakers confirmed $142 million in infrastructure funding targeting water quality improvements, including PFAS contamination. Now, in 2022, local governments await aid from state officials where federal funds are given a destination.
In the case of PFAS, they have more than 50 communities whose water has been contaminated by PFAS. It's a constant collaboration to make certain that every community that is affected pretty much gets their fair share.
As communities wait for aid to formulate a collaborative PFAS plan, one immediate step for the town of Campbell is to revisit a 20-year-old water agreement between them and the city of La Crosse.
That old agreement needs to be updated because it limits the options of how we can move forward in a long-term agreement.
I think that that's going to be something where we're going to see a strategy come forward this year.
Until then, it means more waiting for the residents who have not yet turned on their faucets.
This is an immediate concern. Having a source of safe drinking water is critical. We should certainly have nothing less for the residents of Wisconsin, no matter where you live.
In La Crosse, Sam Dunham, News 19.
Still a waiting game, and Donahue says she's grateful for the town's collaboration with county and state officials. Without it, she says they would be much farther behind in the process of finding that long-term solution.